everyone. Today, this YouTube video is regarding emotional intelligence in thinking and creativity. So, my topic is related to storytelling, and storytelling is also related to emotions. And an idea is not a random idea, it comes from an emotion. So, there's emotional intelligence in thinking and creativity, thoughts and emotions, emotional triggers, bias versus awareness, creativity as emotional output, and my personal reflection that I'll talk about in the beginning of this lecture. So, today I want to talk about something that quietly influences almost every thought we have. What is that one thing that influences every thought? Emotions. We often think ideas come only from logic or intelligence, but in reality, emotions shape thinking much more than we realize. Our feelings, our observation, our reaction, our creation, and even the way we communicate. That is our communication. And this is especially important in writing, creativity, speaking, and self expression. So, how emotions influence an idea is not a unique thing because behind many ideas there's usually an emotional experience. So, today I want to explore the connection between emotions, thoughts, awareness, and creativity. So, how feelings shape thoughts? Thoughts are not emotionless. Emotions influence perception. Mood affects interpretation. Feeling guide attention. And internal state shapes thinking. So, all of it influences emotional thinking. Sometimes we think thoughts are completely rational, but honestly, emotions quietly shape thinking all the time. For example, stress changes thinking patterns, happiness changes perspectives, fear changes decision making, hope changes motivation, and even the same situation can feel different depending on our emotional state. And that's important. That's important to understand because emotional awareness improves clarity. So, what kind of clarity we are trying to understand here is that when we ignore emotions completely, thoughts can become reactive. But when we observe emotions carefully, thinking becomes more balanced. So, who triggers and how emotional triggers ideas? How ideas get triggered by emotions. So, where ideas often begin with experiences, memories, frustrations, curiosity, inspiration, emotional reactions. So, this triggered the idea. When I say that how emotions get triggered or how an idea get triggered by an emotion, then all of it influences it. Influence it. So, many creative ideas actually begin emotionally. Sometimes a memory inspires writing. Frustration inspires change. Loneliness inspires art. Observation inspires storytelling. And often, emotions become the starting point of creativity. For example, a person may write poetry after heartbreak. Someone may create dance choreography after emotional healing. A speaker may start discussing confidence after struggling with self doubt. The emotional experience becomes the trigger. So, did you understand this example? So, now let's come to the personal thinking. Like, personally, I've noticed that many reflections, speeches, or creative ideas begin after observing emotions, environments, conversations, or internal reactions. Did you notice that? If yes, then please drop a comment. And sometimes creativity becomes a way of processing emotions. So, how these emotions get processed? Let's come to the next part, that is emotional intelligence. understanding emotions clearly, self awareness, emotional regulation, observation, reflection, empathy. All these elements that I discussed influence emotional intelligence. So, what is emotional intelligence? Emotional intelligence does not mean suppressing emotions, it means understanding them. Sometimes people react immediately without observing what they actually feel. But emotional intelligence creates pause. It allows us to ask, why am I reacting this way? What triggered this emotion? Is this emotional response helping my thinking? Is it helpful? And honestly, awareness changes expression because once we understand emotions better, communication improves, reactions soften, creativity deepens, and thoughts become clear. Because we all need emotional intelligence before telling an idea in the public space. So what other things that matters is bias and versus awareness. Emotional bias in thinking, personal experiences shape perception, assumptions influence interpretation, awareness creates balance. So after emotional intelligence, how emotions get influenced by biasness and awareness. So, one important thing is that emotions create bias, and bias is natural. Our experiences shape opinions, reactions, preferences, and judgments. We can't say that we are emotionally intelligent just because we had an experience. For example, if someone had a painful experience connected to something, they may view similar situations negatively later. If someone feels emotionally attached to an idea, they may ignore criticism, and this happens to everyone. So, it is an experience, but awareness helps balance emotional bias. Awareness allows us to pause and ask, am I seeing this clearly or emotionally? And honestly, that question is very important in communication, relationships, writing, and decision making. Am I really affected? Why should I get affected? So, all of it helps while writing, and this gives us an emotional output. So that is all related to creativity and expression. Writing reflects emotional states, art possesses emotions, creativity creates creates releases, and expression builds clarity. So after reading, after emotional intelligence, we've come to a part which is very important, that is writing, which is deeply emotional. Even when people try to sound logical, emotions still exist underneath the words. Because sometimes writing becomes healing, reflection, release, understanding, or self conversation. There's so much to speak about, there's so much to write about, but we don't know how to write it. That's what most people say. There were times when I noticed that emotions influencing my writing tone. Thoughts becoming more intense emotionally, or certain reflections becoming clearer only after writing them. And I think many creative people experience this. Many, not me, but I used to feel that I was feeling it at most, but they may feel the same. Creativity often becomes emotional output, not because artists are too emotional, but because emotions naturally seek expression, and expression creates clarity. And that's what we are supposed to do while reading, writing, and communicating. We need clarity because creativity and environment has a close connection. Like surrounding affects the emotions affect creativity, observation strengthens expression. So you need an environment to send out the clarity of the emotional intelligent idea. So your environment also affects creativity deeply, Because what we observe, hear, experience, consume emotionally shapes our thoughts. Now, personally, I notice changing skies, nature, conversations, silence, movement, people's behavior. And these observations often influence reflection and ideas. Because creativity is not isolated from life, it grows through awareness. Right?